Most people see success as a finish line, a mansion, a company logo, a net worth number. But what if I told you that Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates didn't win because they were smarter, luckier, or richer than everyone else? They won because they followed one hidden rule that most people ignore. This is not a biography. This is a story about mindset. And by the end, you'll understand why some people change the world, while others only talk about it. Years ago, there was a young man named Ethan. Ethan was ambitious. He read business books, watched motivational videos, dreamed of building something big. But every night he asked the same question. Why do the same names always win? Why Elon Musk? Why Mark Zuckerberg? Why Bill Gates? What do they have that I don't? One evening, frustrated and tired, Ethan walked into a quiet library. Old wooden shelves, dim yellow lights, the kind of place where time feels slow. At the far end, an elderly man sat reading. Ethan didn't know why, but he felt drawn to him. He finally spoke. "Sir, can I ask you something?" The old man looked up and smiled. "Only if you're ready for an uncomfortable answer." Ethan nodded. "Why are people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates so successful? What's their secret?" The old man closed his book. "They don't live life like most people," he said calmly. "They live by a different rule." The man leaned forward. "Most people live for comfort. Those men live for progress." He continued. "Let me tell you a story within a story. When Bill Gates was young, he wasn't chasing balance. He was obsessed. While others went home, he stayed late writing code. While friends relaxed, he practiced. Not because someone forced him, but because he loved the process. Mark Zuckerberg didn't start Facebook to become famous. He started it to solve a problem. He wasn't chasing applause. He was chasing improvement. And Elon Musk, when PayPal made him rich, most people would have retired. But Elon did the opposite. He invested everything into ideas that could fail publicly. Rockets, electric cars, energy. People laughed at him. Experts said he was crazy. At one point, both Tesla and SpaceX were weeks away from bankruptcy. Elon slept on factory floors. Not because he had to, because quitting was not an option. The old man looked Ethan in the eyes. Here's the first lesson. Successful people choose discomfort over distraction. They don't ask, "How can I enjoy today?" They ask, "How can I build tomorrow?" Ethan listened carefully. "But millions of people work hard," he said. "They don't all become successful." The old man nodded. "True. That's because hard work alone isn't enough." Then he said something Ethan would never forget. They think in decades, not weekends. Most people want results fast. They quit if they don't see progress in 30 days. They change direction when things get boring. They look for shortcuts. But people like Elon, Mark, and Bill, they play the long game. Mark Zuckerberg once said, "Move fast and break things." Not to destroy, but to learn faster than everyone else. Bill Gates spent years building software before Microsoft became Microsoft. Elon Musk failed rocket launches again and again, but failure didn't stop them. It trained them. The old man continued. Here's the second lesson. They build skills before chasing rewards. While others chase money, they chase mastery. Money follows mastery, not the other way around. Ethan felt something shift inside him. "But what about talent?" he asked. "They must be naturally gifted." The old man smiled. "Talent opens the door. Discipline keeps it open." He paused. "Most people rely on motivation. Successful people rely on systems. When Elon is tired, he works anyway. When Mark is bored, he shows up anyway. When Bill was exhausted, he kept learning. Not because they felt like it, because they made it a habit. Then came the hardest truth. They don't wait for permission. Most people wait to be ready. Wait to be confident. Wait for approval. These men started before they were ready. They launched imperfect products, learned from criticism, adjusted fast. While others planned endlessly, they executed relentlessly. The old man stood up. "Here's the final lesson," he said quietly. "They believe in their vision even when no one else does. Before Tesla succeeded, people mocked electric cars. Before Facebook grew, people said social networks were useless. Before Microsoft dominated, people didn't understand software, but belief made them consistent, consistency made them unstoppable. Ethan walked out of the library that night with a heavy but hopeful heart. He realized something painful. He wasn't failing because he lacked opportunity. He was failing because he chose comfort too often. He decided to change one thing, not his goals, not his dreams, his daily behavior. He stopped chasing quick wins, started building skills, showed up daily, even when it was boring, even when no one noticed. Months passed, nothing dramatic. Then one day results showed up quietly. Confidence, progress, momentum. And that's the truth most people never hear. People like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates are not successful because they are special. They are special because they live differently. They choose growth over comfort, vision over validation, discipline over motivation. And you don't need billions to start. You just need to start thinking like a builder. Because success isn't about luck. It's about what you choose to do when no one is watching and nothing is guaranteed. And that choice is available to you today.